places, please, everybody. All right, 3, 2, 1, action! Okay, well, that's terrific. Why are you so pumped up? Are you on steroids? Why do I get up in the morning? That's just too far fucked. Hey, Kermit the Frog here, and you are listening to Manny on UFO Buster Radio Network. Yay!
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
Hey, welcome to episode number 391 of the UFO Buster Radio News Report. Today is Thursday, and what is commonly referred to on this podcast as the Thursday Freakout. Now, people have been saying they've been saying they're going to call in, and actually, I didn't even set up for that. Damn it all to hell. But it is World UFO Day, as a matter of fact, so we should be thankful about that, I guess. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about this day. And let me just clear something up. This day is right on the heels of a different day, something that was celebrated on the 1st, and that's International Joke Day. So you can't beat this. You cannot beat this. How do you follow up a good or a bad joke with UFOs? It's bananas. And the coverage for this day it's running the gamut from people that believe to people that says that basically those that believe in UFOs are nutty as hell. That really is out there. I mean, just look, go search, you'll find it. I was actually trying to find if maybe some outlet like the New York Times or one of those guys, Discover or something like that, put out an article, but I didn't. I guess I got into the game search too late. I was searching way past all the good articles, and I hit the bottom of the barrel. And these guys, I got one article. We're going to talk about that article. And we're going to talk about and maybe ponder. Let's do some pondering while we're freaking out about this, because I'm not happy about this damn day. I'm not. I just don't see it. I don't see how it makes sense to anyone to even have a UFO day. Now, I can see maybe having I got abducted day. Maybe I'm a 2-time probe day. But really, UFO day, it doesn't make sense to me at all, not one bit. Yeah, sadly enough, that's what I'm going to roll with. But we'll talk about what was in the article, because even as far as India, there were like 4 publications in India talking about World UFO Day. Yeah, I was just shocked. I'm not happy about today, not in one bit, not at all. Let's see who's in the live chat. See if the crew has arrived. We have Green Man, Game Vet Pucky, Green Man again, The Norm. Let's see, going down because I think there might be someone else. Oh, Dave. Dave's here. Dave is out there somewhere down under, getting his good times on. Really, Dave, we didn't get an invitation. We want to partake into the whole down under situation there. We could use some of that. I mean, I just gave up the vodkas and everything, so I could use some of that Australian ale. But anyway, here's the deal. We're going to play a song, and while this song is playing, I'm going to basically try to get that second line up. But don't call. Do not pick up the damn phone until after we talk about UFO Day. And then at that point, I'll be completely destroyed on the inside and on the outside. And I really won't want to deal with anything else. So you can come on here and freak the fuck out if you need to. That's what today is about. And if no one freaks out, I mean, it's just going to be, we're going to wrap this bitch up early. That's basically what's going to happen, to be honest. So check out this song while I figure some things out.
Thought you really loved me, guess I was wrong. Thought you'd never leave me, guess I was dumb. Waited like forever to be your plus one, but I guess you were done. Left me at the party, out of the blue, saying that you're sorry, won't heal my wound. Now I'm broken hearted, all cause of you, and it's sad, but it's true. If you could rewind, do it again, I wonder, would you hurt me just like you did? Or would you fast forward to the end? I wonder, so you wouldn't have to face what you did. You're a stupid boy, treating hearts like toys, but I'm just as stupid as you. Full believing lies for my clueless mind, but I didn't know what you do. How could I known it? I'm not a psychic, the only psycho here is you. Cause you're a stupid boy, treating hearts like toys, but I'm just as stupid as you. When we started dating, I was surprised, felt so elevating, too easy at times. Then all of a sudden reality strikes, it was all just a lie. Don't you have a conscience? Don't you feel bad? Acting like a monster, don't you feel sad? All I want is closure, but I'll have to manage without. How about that? If you could rewind, do it again, I wonder, would you hurt me just like you did? Or would you fast forward to the end? I wonder, so you wouldn't have to face what you did. You're a stupid boy, treating hearts like toys, but I'm just as stupid as you. Full believing lies for my clueless mind, but I didn't know what you do. How could I known it? I'm not a psychic, the only psycho here is you. Cause you're a stupid boy, treating hearts like toys, but I'm just as stupid as you. Na 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 na, just as stupid as you. Na 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 na, just as stupid as you. You're a stupid boy, treating hearts like toys, but I'm just as stupid as you. Full believing lies for my clueless mind, but I didn't know what you do. How could I known it? I'm not a psychic, the only psycho here is you. Cause you're a stupid boy, treating hearts like toys, but I'm just as stupid as you.
Dave says that the booze down under, it's not so good. It's overrated until you get really drunk, and then it tastes fantastic. Those are words to live by, actually. Isn't it all that way? It's all the same way. It's great at first, and then it's like gigantic, geriatric, hairy-ass scrotums. It just sucks afterwards. Ladies and gentlemen, aliens, and everything else in between. Today, July 2nd, 2020. One of the years we will never fucking forget, let me be honest. You guys will never, ever forget 2020. I mean, you could have Alzheimer's. Full-on Alzheimer's. You will not forget 2020. Not one bit. None of it. I'm serious. This is hold on a second. I'm having volume problems here. It's getting a little crazy. Yeah, you will never forget this. This year has been so bananas. It's the year that almost never was, to be honest. Really, I mean, you haven't done anything. What do you remember? Shittergate? That's something to remember. Being stuck at home for months on end. That's about it. But this year, many people, because they're stuck at home with nothing to do, they remembered World UFO Day. Today is the day that you celebrate the UFO. But the question is why? Like, why even bother? What does it mean? Who really cares? Really, come on. Freaking nuts. Completely nuts. The deal is that there's a group out there that decided that they were going to create a day where you can look up to the sky. Really? You should be doing that every fucking day. Oh, I just realized what happened. I opened the second line for the folks to call in after the next song, and the gain on this thing just went freaking haywires. But anyway, today is seen as a day that people who are habitually hooked on conspiracies, they get to celebrate one particular event. Yeah, besides looking at the sky, you celebrate what happened in July 1947 in Rosswell, New Mexico. Now, who decided this? Who decided that Rosswell was going to be what you celebrate on July 2nd? It's terrible. Let me just say this. As a legacy incident, Rosswell is dead. D-E-A-D exclamation mark. We've got to move past Rosswell. We just can't. We just cannot continue to hold on to this. Now not only are we gonna celebrate it with the usual yet canceled this year Roswell event, the festival, but we're also gonna have a UFO day. Why not just pile it on? Now, according to the World UFO Day Organization, and for our conversation, WUFODO, the day is dedicated to the existence of unidentified flying objects. They're basically celebrating everything that no one could ever identify flying in the air. No fucking sense. It makes no sense to me. Who cares? There's a lot of shit up there that you can't identify that flies around. But today is that thing's day. Every damn bird that people identified as unidentified. It's your day, bird. Mylar balloons, Chinese lanterns, it's your day. We're celebrating you because you fooled the fuck out of us. And we started calling Newfork because of you. The other thing is that, according to WUFODO, they're trying to raise awareness that unidentified things actually exist. Yeah. Not a hard task, I don't think. Not at all. But the quote continues as saying, and with that, intelligent beings from outer space, encouraging people to think about the possibility of us not being alone in the universe. No shit. We really should think about that all the time. But we don't. We're too busy. We're too busy to do that. It is just completely nuts. Another thing that they want to do is encourage governments to declassify their files on alleged UFO sightings. Nobody gives a flying fuck about July 2nd and declassifying things. Are you serious? Do you think July 2nd is the day that every single person that has a black marker in the government is going to stop redacting things? Probably not. Nope. Now, how do you celebrate this? Because I'm sure you guys, listen, Dave might be celebrating, well, actually, for him, it's probably July 3rd. Dave probably celebrated yesterday, World UFO Day. I don't know. I wonder how it went down in Australia. Well, I guess we'll find out later. But the truth is that how do you celebrate it? According to WUFODO, you just look to the sky. That's all you got to do. Look to the sky and you're good. You've done it. But you have to try to identify something unidentified. This is really what they wrote. This is what they're saying. Now, it seems that the group WUFODO actually has someone on their board that loves Stephen Greer, because they also said this: the most important thing is that people collectively open their minds to the subject for one day and one day only, so that they can send out a message that UFOs are welcome on planet Earth. It's turning into a bad sitcom. I could see that. I mean, today is probably the day that folks like Stephen Greer could make a shitload of money trying to contact ET using their brainwaves. Today's the day. I'm sure he cashed in on this somewhere. He's somewhere right now on a beach with about 80, 50, I don't know, it's COVID-19. No more than 10 because it's not allowed. Maybe like 9 people. Right now, sitting on the beach, channeling ET so that they can all watch a military plane go by and drop a flare. That's basically what he's doing, I'm sure. Now, for some reason, WUFODO decided that Rosswell was the key event for this. But, like I've said before a few minutes ago, a lot of these people that are reporting on this are not being nice about it, right? They're basically saying that a bunch of idiots are getting together celebrating the 1947 dropping of a dummy from a weather balloon in the desert near Rosswell. Yeah, this publication is one of them. The one that's linked in the description, that's what they say. According to them, Project Mogul, part of a U.S. Air Force secret project to fly microphones on weather balloons to extreme heights to detect the Soviet nuclear testing. They're kabooms. They're mushrooms. But unfortunately, one of them fell on the old ranch out there in New Mexico, and the rest is history, right? Mr. Brazel happened upon the wreckage of the dummies. This is what people are saying we're celebrating today. A wreckage of dummies. It's unbelievable. You can't write this stuff. You really can't. And then there's people out there, I mean, they're selling shirts, they're getting together, they're celebrating the dummies that fall from the sky. I would rather have a Tic Tac day. We all give out each other some Tic Tacs. You save the breath, because you know the breath, it goes hard sometimes. But at the same time, we acknowledge the Tic Tac UFO. Lieutenant Fravor and all those guys. Because that is a sighting that's current. That is something we should be talking about. And at the same time, leave your breath nice and minty. I mean, wouldn't that be a great get-together with everybody's like minty breath and talking about the Tic Tac UFOs? I don't know. I think this whole UFO thing, UFO Day, it really is a waste. Now, initially, the day was actually June 24th. But somebody said, no, we can't do June 24th. June 24th is the day that Kenneth Arnold reported seeing 9 unusual objects over the state of Washington, and he used the term saucer-like or big flat disc. So initially, UFO Day was on the 24th, but WUFODO decided to come in and change it to July 2nd. And I'm sure it has to be because of the whole Rosswell connection. So WUFODO is probably headquartered somewhere in New Mexico. I don't know. But we should have Tic Tac Day. I think it'd be awesome. Dave says, yeah, we can all walk around and do holograms. And project Tic Tacs and confuse the fuck out of pilots. That's not such a bad idea, Dave. Probably illegal, but probably not a bad idea. Check out the link in the description. It is, you get the rest of the story. They do go into the whole Congress thing, everything that's going on right now, as far as in the United States, the push by congressmen to get some real answers. Because it's not like they waited too fucking long to do something about it. Because now nobody gives a shit. Not even on World UFO Day, to be honest. We're going to play one more track. And after that track, I'm dead on the inside right now from World UFO Day, by the way. But after that track, we'll open up the line, 972-290-1329. Or you can use the Skype ID, which is in the description of the podcast, and you can give a call in and see what happens. And if you have an issue with World UFO Day, let us know. All right, this is folks. So we're back, and we are ready for you guys to call in 972-290-1329. Now, we do have, by the way, an announcement for the Dark Horde podcast, and that is we have a guest. We have someone else with the gift who will be showing up on, I'm going to guess July 11th because I can't, I don't have a calendar in front of me, but July 11th, we're going to get educated on tarot cards, mediumship, and crystals. Now, listen, I don't know a damn thing about crystals, but I am pretty excited to find out how crystals work and what can we do. Now, the funny thing is that I know a lot of folks who like pets, who are into UFO Buster Radio Network, and like Bugs. And Bugs might get a reading that day because this individual can actually read pets. Believe it or not. I think it's going to be crazy. It's going to be fantastic, out of this world. And I can't wait for that episode to happen. So, be there or be square, 8 p.m. Central on July the 11th. We're going to be here live with our special guest. And I'll announce the guest sometime next week and send some stuff out. And even include some of her social media, because fascinating posts. I mean, hey. Hold on a second. We have a phone call coming in. Who is your daddy and what is his name? Hey, Norm has arrived. How's it going over there? Oh, hold on. I don't think they can hear you, actually. Hold on a second. Like you think I've actually done this before.
Right.
Jeez. Anyway, so everyone, this is the Norm. He is on. So what's going on in the hot side of the country?
Yeah, I wanted to call in. I'm right with you, man. With this UFO Day, man. The fact that we celebrate this thing that we can't even, nobody's even taking it seriously still yet. They're trying, but it went over me, like even when it started out. So I just never paid attention to it. But I wanted to give you something on this special UFO Day. I got a couple of things for you real quick. Out here in Vegas, we got this little look over the, mountains area and stuff, and I'm still seeing them damn blinking lights that just come out of nowhere at night, every single night. They're so bright. I've recorded them. You can see them on my Facebook and stuff, and those things right there. The story that you tell me about the Mylar balloon that went up to look for the Russian, nuclear testing. I'm starting to associate these things that I'm seeing out here with the same things those were. It's starting to get a little ridiculous. What could they be doing out here? Is it going to be something miserable is going to happen? Are they going to have one of them damn things land in my backyard? Yeah. Am I going to have?
It is really strange because apparently, not just the military, but there's a lot of organizations out there, especially like weather balloons and all that kind of crap. They use these balloons, but still, we're talking about 1947. You really, the guys out there who are running the farm couldn't tell it was a weather balloon?
Yeah. I mean, that was old school stuff too, so very recognizable. The second thing that I have for you is kind of a story about me that I haven't shared with anybody.
Uh-oh.
I said I was going to drop a bomb, and I think I'm going to do it today on UFO Day. When I was working out in Laughlin, barely 16, 17 years old, maybe a little older. But it was one of those days where you just don't feel like working, And maybe it was a hangover, I don't know. But anyway, I faked a little injury so I could get out of work. And I just wanted to go home, but they required me to go and get checked out at the local clinic, which I did because I didn't want to get busted for lying. So now we're here, okay? And I complained about a shoulder injury that an elevator door had closed on me, going up and down one of the service elevators. They x-rayed my arm just to make sure there wasn't any breaks or anything like that. And, it was all BS anyway. So I was like, just going along for the ride, wasting the government's money, whatever. And the doctor called me in to look at my x-ray. And he wanted to ask me if I had ever been shot or stabbed in my left bicep.
Oh.
And to which I responded, no, I've never been hurt in any way like that, shape, or form. I've never even been on an operating table except for some minor eye operation, but it had nothing. I've never had a broken bone in my limbs or anything. And we're looking at this X-ray, and he took 2 photos, and sure enough, there's like a triangle-shaped piece of metal in my bicep muscle. And you know, I don't know. Does metal just grow in you? was the question. And he says, no. You that something had to put that in. And so he was just like, he was dumbfounded, and we left it at that for years. I guess it was like 3 years later, I made a decision because I was, you know, getting into the UFOs. I was starting to see things out in the sky and stuff. You know, nothing I could recognize. You know, nothing like a saucer. I still haven't seen the saucer. I still haven't seen the TRB. I haven't seen a triangle. I haven't seen any of that. I just see stupid lights, you know, that just shouldn't be there, you know. But anyway, I digress, because what I ended up doing was I said that I was going to have this thing removed, and I went down to the hospital, and I got the X-rays, and I own them. They're in my person today. So, and I've never had it removed, so if it's still there, it's still there.
Oh, there you go. That was my next question. Did they actually get it?
No. No. I haven't had it looked at in years. I did one time at a UFO conference. I talked to a guy about it. He was the guy who wrote the book on triangles, in fact. Mm-hmm. And he was suggesting a guy who does those things, but I chickened out because I don't want some stranger cutting into me, you know. It just feels weird. And besides, who knows? Maybe this is a good thing that's in there.
Yeah, and it's in your bicep too. That would that'll take you out for a bit.
That's a tough muscle. Yeah. So I thought I'd give that to you today. It's like I said, it's one of my favorite things about me and this whole mystery about UFOs or aliens or whatever. But and now I'm out here in the outskirts of Area 51, protected by our wonderful military Air Force, and I love you guys. I want you guys to keep going, and I know it's been a stressful time with COVID. Today was a rough one for me, especially. So I'm just grateful you guys are out there for us, man.
So here's my question. So do you did that really begin your travel down the UFO road when you found out about it?
No, it didn't really begin it. No, I guess that started with just a simple dream when I was about 5. And my dream was I was in the apartment we lived in, and there were no doors and windows for some reason. And we walked outside, and there were glowing or like UFO looking things in the sky. And there were hundreds and hundreds of them. And it was like we were walking down the street. And this is all in a dream, of course, but mm-hmm. I'd never had any inkling of any kind of aliens, UFOs at that age. Nothing. And just the fact that the dream was there, I mean, it's still one of my most vivid dreams, too. The fact, and that always perplexed me because, and then it was like, okay, well, you know, video games and go on with life. And then all of a sudden, you know, later on, like X-Files comes out, and that's what kind of got me into the aliens and stuff. And then, you know, mystery. What was the old one that's coming back on Netflix?
Something about the unknown, mysteries of the unknown.
Yeah, unknown mysteries or something like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I caught a couple of those episodes about it, but nothing to indicate that. Yeah, I witnessed something. Or, you know, it didn't really set it off.
Well, it's a fascinating story, going. And actually, Green Man says you've been tagged.
No. Well, you know, I mean, we were talking about cows jumping over the moon today, so why not?
Yeah, that is wild. So, do you think you'll ever be like, let me just get this thing pulled out?
You know, I would if everything was lined up right. Of course, now is not the time. You know, right. I would definitely have an X-ray. You know, I'd like to see if it's still there. The X-rays that I do have are, you know, perfect. I mean, you can see because he had me rotate my arm, and you can see the object rotate with the rotation of. He was checking my shoulder, right, with the injury that I lied about, and so he was checking that rotation. So you can see it's clear as day in there, and that's one of my favorite stories about me. And I don't know if it's anything. I don't know if it's nothing, but it's there. It's something to me.
Yeah. Can you can you feel it at all when you touch it?
No.
Your bicep?
Nothing. No, not a thing. It's in there. It's like in the middle of my bicep.
Gosh, that is freaky.
Yeah. And it was such a random shot. It was such a random thing. Go get a random X-ray and then boom. There's something there, and it's like, oh God.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, doc. This is why my shoulder hurts. I got metal in my bicep.
There you go.
Well, that's a crazy story, and it's amazing. And I wonder just how it gets there, because we've had lots of stories of people trying to get those things removed and how they move when you touch them and all kinds of stuff, and they put out some EMF and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've heard those. I've seen those operations too online, and some of them can't be removed because their heart rate starts to flutter. So I don't want it to be one of those, but
Right.
But no, I'm not an abductee. I don't have any vivid memories of abductions or anything in my room late at night. I've always had those little creepy fears after watching a good show, but nothing real, nothing solid.
Not that you remember.
Not that I remember. I'm not very good at hypnosis too. I can't be hypnotized. I've tried. I was trying to quit smoking a while back, and the lady she tried to hypnotize me. It just didn't work. So.
Yeah, that is a great story, man. I can't. I definitely can't say I can top that with anything that I have. Not in that particular vein, but that is. Thank you for sharing that. That is awesome.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Greg Game is saying, what is it? It says it's evidence you've been probed. I don't know.
Well, I ain't looking that deep into it. All right, guys. Anyway, I got to go. I love you guys, man. You guys stay safe. Happy UFO Day. And we'll see you at the Dark Horde.
Yeah, thank you for sharing.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye. But there you go. See, that's unexpected. Never in a million years would I even imagine that I would know anyone that had these strange metal alloys in their body just out of nowhere like that. That is just, it's wow. It is a wow story. And me at that point, like discovering that I had some kind of metal alloy in me, I would definitely be like, it's aliens. Yeah, at that point, you couldn't turn me away from the topic. I definitely believe, for sure. Especially when the doctor's looking at you and says, yeah, this stuff just doesn't materialize. It just doesn't. But that is a great story. Thanks to the Norm for sharing. And hopefully we get to see his x-rays in the Discord chat. That'd be cool. See it in there. Share it with everyone. Jeez. Maybe we can send him messages now using some kind of a EMF signal. I wonder if he'll pick it up. It's possible. Very possible. We're going to play one more track and give the folks an opportunity to call in. And we'll see what happens. Check this out. Hopefully I won't fuck it up again.
Lose my mind. Lose my mind. Lose my mind.
I'm tired of hiding my emotions. Don't wanna keep them to myself. I'm on the verge of an explosion. Don't care about anybody else but you. Hold back all the things I feel. If I hold back, maybe they're not real. What if I don't and just let you deal? Would you go? Let me know. So what if I just lose my mind? Make a scene and run around. Show you what I feel inside all the time. can't keep hiding in the darkness. My feelings need a little sun. I hope you don't think that I'm heartless. I just can't be the one you want right now. Hold back all the things I feel. If I hold back, maybe they're not real. What if I don't and just let you deal? Would you go? Let me know. So, what if I just lose my mind? Make a scene and run around. Show you what I feel inside all the time. Hey. What if I just lose my mind? Scream until the air runs out. I don't really care, 'cause I lose my mind. Oh, oh, oh. 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 Lose my mind. Hold back all the things I feel. If I hold back, maybe they're not real. What if I don't and just let you deal? Would you go? Let me know.
I think I have a bit of a freak out just over yesterday's story about the center of the solar system. I'm still freaked out about that. I don't understand why people are like worried or at least curious about it. The story being that the center of our solar system is not the center of the sun, but 100 meters above the surface of the sun. And even if you just think about this, even if you just think about, just consider that there is some kind of gravitational center that the sun is spinning around. It's not just the rest of the solar system, but what the hell is so strong just over the surface of the sun that's holding the entire solar system together? I don't know. Like, the first thing that comes to my mind is the so-called primordial black holes. What if there's one there? It's tiny, right? It's not going to swallow the sun, but the gravity is so strong that it just stays there. I don't know. To me, it's kind of crazy. Just to think that the sun itself is not the center of the solar system, Copernicus. I just don't get it. I don't get it. It is completely nuts. The number is 972-290-1329 if you want to call in the next 5 minutes. After that, we will check out, because we don't want people to be driving and falling asleep and shit, or accidentally fall into the COVID pile. Yeah, that would really be completely nuts. Dave says, look up micro black holes. Yeah, there are these things, micro black holes. There's primordial black holes, which are super tiny, probably the size of a pinprick, that are still around from when the universe started. And earlier this year, scientists were thinking that that's what Planet 9 is, a primordial black hole somewhere on the outskirts of our solar system, past Neptune and Pluto, down that way. But what if there's one like right next to the sun? I don't know. I don't get the whole thing. It's freaking crazy. Completely crazy. They says maybe CERN created it. Shit. You never know. CERN is up to some real crazy stuff. The one thing that I forgot to mention yesterday about that new collider is that it won't be ready until 2050, around 2050. That's 30 years from now. That's how long it's going to take to build that big-ass circle that's going to eventually go under Lake Geneva. But here's the thing, and this is the part that doesn't make any damn sense at all. The Large Hadron Collider is supposed to stop service altogether. It's going to be shut down permanently, quote-unquote bunny years, 2027. In 7 years, the LHC is supposed to stop operating. That makes no sense. Like, why would you stop operating your only collider to build one, 23 years later? Something fishy is going on there. I mean, today is World UFO Day. I'm full of conspiracies today. Fuck it, why not? Why not at all? So those are the things to freak out about. Those are really the big stories, the big topics for this week. Sadly enough, we still don't have Elon Musk successfully shooting up the stainless steel phallus. It hasn't gone up yet. We'll just have to see what happens with the next pressure test to see if it's going to go up or if it's going to blow up. It really is the thing we're waiting for. You know, if we can make this happen, we'll be great. It'll be fantastic. The space race will go on. But if he doesn't get it going, it really is a bad year. 2020 really is the year of the suckiness. And the last thing to freak out about, swine flu. In the news, apparently some of these damn news outlets are saying now that they have confirmed that the old swine has been transmitted to a few people in China. The Chinese have the worst fucking luck ever. What is wrong with them? Really? Are they going around licking Porky Pig's ass all the time? How do they get swine flu like this? What's going on? Leave the farm animals alone, guys. Just don't do it. Stop screwing with them. Swine flu is the next thing up to bat. The next thing to worry about. I mean, where the hell are the Hornets? Somebody bring the Hornets back. And arm them bitches. Put lasers on them. I don't know what we got to do, but I think I'd rather have these murder hornets going around, buzzing people up and getting close to getting them to their deathbeds than having another pandemic. China's out of control. Completely out of control. I don't understand. This is crazy. Hopefully they can contain this, because right now people are scared shitless that the pandemic number 2 is heading our way. And that's pretty sad. Pretty sad. But people say a lot of crazy shit about President Trump, but she's been calling China out from the beginning. China has been doing some serious damage. Come on. Someone has control of you when you've had to wipe your ass with newspapers or just jump in the shower after you take a dump because you've got no toilet paper. That's the control China has over you. That's the conspiracy right there. They were laughing their asses off. I'm sure they were. That's the end of the podcast. In 2 weeks, this is going to go to video. I don't know if I'll be able to play any music. Some of you will be happy about that, but I'm going to find a way to do it. I am going to find a way to get the music on the... I guess it would be a vlog now, right? It wouldn't be like a podcast episode. It'd be a vlog. The Thursday Freak Out UFO Buster Radio News vlog. In 2 weeks on YouTube. We'll send that out. Get people geared up. I got some new equipment that came in today, and I am tickled pink about it. It's going to be fun. So, this is farewell. Until next week. Don't forget, the Dark Horde won't be on this weekend. It's a holiday weekend in the States. Independence Day, where we blow off our fingers and lose a couple body parts in celebration of independence. So there you go. Independent that. Ciao.